Hi friends, I'm Aprajita and today I'm going to tell you the story on how the river Ganga came down to the earth. Long ago there lived a king called Sagara in Ayodhya. He had two wives, one was Keshini and one was Sumati. Keshini had one son, Asmanjas, and Asmanjas also had a son, Anshuman. Sumati had 60,000 sons. Keshini's son, Asmanjas, was very unkind. He was very rude. He was very arrogant. He was very selfish, and his son Anshuman had all the qualities a great person had, like being kind, having a good behavior to everyone, being friendly with everyone. So he had all the qualities which a great person has. One day, King Sagara wanted to perform a horse sacrifice to please the gods. But the horse was stolen and kept under the earth. Who stole the horse? Lord Indra stole the horse in the form of a demon. Because he thought that Sagara will take his position of the Indra. Because Indra is not a name, it is a position. Like being first in the class is a position. The same way Indra is also one position. So Lord Indra thought that he will take my position. So he took a form of demon, came to earth and stole the horse and kept it under the earth. King Sagara got very worried. He did not know where his horse was. So he sent all his 60,000 sons to search for it. Searching and searching and searching for the horse, they came to Patal Lok. In Patal Lok, they saw their house sitting grazing by the side of a revered sage called Kapila. Thinking that Kapila is the person who have stole the horse, they attacked him. Kapila yelled. He yelled and said stop. And the next moment, he turned all the Sagara's sons into ashes. Now Kapila has turned all the 60,000 sons into ashes. At the same time, Sagara, being in his kingdom, got worried about his son. So he sent Anshuman to search for them. The Anshuman also the same way reached Patal Lok. He saw the horse grazing by the side of Kapila and he saw the 60,000 ashes. He understood that they were his paternal uncles, his 60,000 paternal uncles. So he took the horse and returned to his kingdom and told everything what happened with him to King Sagara. Now several years passed and in the course of time, King Sagara passed away. The next king was Anshuman. Anshuman gave the responsibility of his kingdom to his son Dilipa and left to worship the gods. On the other hand, Dilipa is ruling the kingdom. Here, Anshuman is trying to please the gods, but he couldn't succeed. And in the course of time, Anshuman also passed. The next king was not Bhagiratha, Dilipa. The next king was Dilipa. He also gave his kingdom to Bhagiratha. Bhagiratha is Dilipa's son. Dilipa also left his kingdom and worshipped the gods. But he could also not succeed. And in the course of time, Dilipa also passed away. The next king was Bhagiratha. Bhagiratha gave his kingdom to his ministers and worshipped Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma got pleased and appeared in front of Bhagiratha. He told he could fulfill Bhagiratha's two wishes. Bhagiratha's first wish was to bring the Ganga down and the second wish was to have a child. Now there was one problem. That problem was the earth could not bear the weight and velocity of Ganga. There was only one way to bring Lord Shiva on the earth. What is the importance of bringing Lord Shiva to the earth? The importance of bringing Lord Shiva to the earth is he can bear the weight and velocity of Ganga on his head. That is why it is important to bring Lord Shiva on the earth. Or else if we don't bring Lord Shiva on the earth will get destroyed because of the weight and velocity of Ganga. Now Bhagirath is worship is pleasing Lord Shiva on being on one foot for 7 days. Seeing this great devotion, Lord Shiva appeared in front of him and agreed to bring the Ganga down on the earth. But Ganga did not wanted to leave the heaven. She wanted to be in the heaven only. So she made a plan of hardly falling on the head of Lord Shiva. Now Ganga is falling hardly on Lord Shiva's head. But Lord Shiva have wrapped her in his head, have tied her in his head with his magnificent hair. Now when the Ganga has been tied in the magnificent hair of Lord Shiva, the purpose of bringing the Ganga down is not solved by Bhagirath. So he worshipped Lord Shiva to release Ganga. Lord Shiva released Ganga in Binduswar. Ganga flowed into 7 streams. Ladhini, Pavani and Navini flowed towards the east, and Suchakshu, Sindhu and Sita flowed towards the west. And the last 7th stream flowed behind Bhagirath. Now the 7th stream Ganga is following Bhagirath's chariot. In their way, they have crossed Jahanu's ashram. They have crossed Jahanu's ashram. Because of the speed of Ganga, his ashrams has been gotten flooded. In anger, he drank up all the Ganga. It was important for Bhagirath to bring the Ganga, right? So that's why he worshipped Seth Jahanu to release her. Seth Jahanu released Ganga by his ear. That's why Ganga is also called Jahanavi. Now they have reached Patalo. Now the Ganga flew over all the 60,000 ashes, and the 60,000 ashes have went to the heaven. This is how the 60,000 souls have reached the heaven, and this is how the Ganga came down. And because Bhagirath has brought the Ganga down, it is also Ganga is also called Bhagirathi. So this is the story how the Ganga came down to the earth. And if you liked my video, please subscribe my channel, click the like button and don't forget to ring the bell so that whenever I upload my new video, you will get the notifications. Bye bye.